Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to do a chatty video, and instead of doing like a makeup chatty get ready with me, I just thought we would chat. Hope that's okay. Is that all right with you? I feel like one of the reasons you guys enjoy my videos and keep coming back is because that I keep it real. And I wanted to talk about something today that's, I don't know if it's controversial, but I don't know. It's just something I have, I just disagree with. And I'm curious to see where you stand. So I want to hear your thoughts on this. I'm not, please always know that when I sit down and have these conversations, kind of like a little coffee conversation. I'm having a little coffee. We're just going to sit down, have a little conversation about it. Just you and me. We're sitting across the table. I'm sharing my thoughts about something, and I'd like to know what your thoughts on the topic is, okay? Because I definitely have my thoughts on it, and I'm going to explain why. And maybe you have a different view, and maybe I will see it differently after you share your view. Okay, so the topic of discussion today is dupes. And not just dupes on makeup, but I'm talking about other products as well, because I'm seeing this a lot, especially on TikTok, and I just don't agree with it. And I'm going to explain why I feel that way. As far as dupes in makeup, I'm going to explain what I think a dupe is to me. Okay, to me, a dupe is, we'll use Charlotte Tilbury setting, so like the powder. Okay, we're going to use the powder. Do I have it in front of me? Yeah. We're going to use this powder as an example. Like, some people say that they found a dupe for it. Okay, I haven't found a dupe for it, but some people say, the number 7 is a dupe for it, or I can't remember the other one that it was, is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. If that company was making a dupe, they didn't copy this packaging. It doesn't look anything like Charlotte Tilbury. It's just the number 7. Okay, but it's supposed to be similar. Another example would be the, I guess I just pronounce Boom Boom Cream, but I pronounce it Bum Bum Cream from De Janeiro. So that I shared a dupe from the Tropic Glow. Tropic Glow has their own packaging on it, and it just says it's just called Tropic Glow, and the scent smells exactly the same, but the packaging isn't the same on it. So it's a dupe. The consistency isn't the same, but it's really similar because of the scent. And I think that's why most people get it. They don't get it because it firms. Because, I mean, come on, give me a break. It doesn't firm, okay? Please. There's no cream that's going to firm. I don't buy that. And I believe that Trader Joe's came out with one too that has that same. I haven't tested it myself. Packaging is different, but it's that scent, that tropical scent. So that's a dupe. But they didn't do the whole De Janeiro packaging and maybe call it, instead of the Bum Bum Cream, call it the whatever. Maybe I spelled it Boom Boom instead, or so, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're ripping them off. I've had products that I've tested. I don't have any in front of me, but I've had brands from Alter Ego has sent me palettes that are dupes for Huda, and some other brands too, Anastasia too. But the palettes never look like the original. They never look original. The colors are similar, but they're not even laid out the same, and the colors are different. Again, they're not the same. Okay, so I feel okay with that because I feel like it was inspired by that. It's not the same. Let's talk about this. This I picked up at Marshall's to test it out. It's okay. It's just not the same. Like, this is my beauty blender. It's squishier. This is more bouncy, but it's the same shape. Okay. And you could say that that somebody took the idea, and I'm going to say this about it. I feel like anybody that's doing this shape is copying this. I mean, I've seen some that look like lemons, and I don't feel like they are. I've seen different shaped sponges, so I don't feel like they are, because I feel like that's different. But I feel like when you're doing this, I feel like you're pretty much stealing the shape of it. It's pretty much, to me, I feel like you are stealing that. And so I'm not a fan of this, really, that people are doing that. I don't like that, because I do feel like that's stealing. But I was curious about it, so I did try it. Okay, but let's talk about some other things besides that. And you can share your thoughts on that. Now what I see a lot of is I see handbags that are being copied, like Chanel bags or Gucci bags or whatever that companies overseas are making, and then people are buying them here. I see so many people. I think there's a company called, I don't even want to say the name of the company, but you can just search it up. Okay, I see a lot of it on TikTok. The company actually reached out to me about, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. Maybe it was the year before. And they wanted to send me a bag. This bag looked so authentic. I was shook. I was like, holy cow, it looks exactly like a Chanel bag. Exactly. Came with the little card, like it had serial numbers on it, like it was like the box. Like if you got it, you would never know. Because there are some fakes out there that are called super fakes. So they look exactly the same. And for a second, I honestly thought about it. I did. And then I was like, what are you thinking? I don't, I, so I would, this is what I thought. So number one, I just think it's wrong because people call those dupes and I feel like it's a counterfeit. I don't know, people don't use that term anymore, counterfeit, but that's what it is to me. It's counterfeit. You're stealing somebody's design exactly and you're putting it out there. So if I was walking around with that bag, I would always know it's fake, it's not real. So if somebody asked me, because you know how I am, I would never say, oh yeah, this is a Chanel bag. No, I would say, no, it's fake. And I would just feel like, ugh, it just doesn't feel right to me. And I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with the fake bag thing. I just feel like if it's something you really, really want, save up for it and buy a secondhand one if you have to. I've looked into getting secondhand bags. I've been looking at some. Even with that, you have to be careful though, because secondhand bags, you don't know. It could be, you have to really make sure that it's been authenticated. There's a site that sells secondhand bags. I feel like they're legit. I have nothing to do with them. They don't even know who I am, okay? But it's called Season 2 Consignment. I've seen them on TikTok, and I've looked at their bags myself to purchase. You know, there's a couple of them that I've been tempted to get, and they will show you everything, like everything. They will show you pictures of it. They authenticate it. So I feel like if I did get something there, I'd feel good about it. But I just feel like buy a secondhand bag then if you can't afford to pay the full price. But I just still feel like it's wrong because where does it stop? I also saw and I'm going to call it a counterfeit because that's what it is. I saw counterfeit Dyson dryers too. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Again, you're stealing from somebody's ideas. People are stealing it. I don't know why people are okay with that. So why is that okay to do that? But it's not okay to steal someone's photographs or their artwork. But people are okay with that. I just don't agree with it, you guys. I don't. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's right. I just feel like if you really want to get something, save up for it. Get secondhand if you have to, if you really want it. It's okay. Nobody's going to know that somebody else wore it. Who cares? I certainly wouldn't care. I just think that's a better option than buying and supporting these companies that are creating counterfeit. And some people, I get them. I've seen it. They get it, and it looks like crap, and it falls apart. And it's like, yeah, well, you get what you pay for. You don't know what you're getting involved with that. I wouldn't even trust my credit card, sending my credit card information to any of that. I just wouldn't trust it at all. And I just don't think it's right. What if you were going, here's another example. What if you were going to get jewelry and you were going to a jewelry store that you thought was legit? They sell jewelry here. And you don't know anything really about diamonds. You don't have an eye for it. So you go and you buy your jewelry there. And then you want to go have it appraised from an insurance company. And they say, yeah, it's not real. It's fake. Would that be okay with you? Is that all right? I just have a problem with the fake stuff. I just do. I just don't think it's right. And I'm seeing it more and more and more. And I'm surprised that they don't stop it. Now, one thing I heard, which I don't agree with, and I don't believe everything I hear either. So if somebody says this, that doesn't make us true just because somebody said on the internet, okay? But I have heard people say, well, It's okay because like Chanel and Gucci, they actually manufacture fake stuff. That doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't agree with that. I just really don't agree. I don't. I really, really don't. And I haven't found the proof. If that is true, then I need to see proof. So somebody needs to share some information that I know for sure is fact, because just by somebody saying that doesn't make it fact. But it is a fact that this is happening. And I just don't agree with it, you guys. I just think it's wrong. I really do. I just come from a different perspective, I guess, you know? I think some people come to the perspective of, well, I really want it and I can't afford to pay full price. And I get that. I get it. But there's other options out there, like getting one secondhand. What's wrong with that? At least you're going to legitly have one. And most people that have those bags, they take really good care of it. So it's not like you're going to get some, ripped up bag. People that spend that money, they take care of their bags, and so then when they sell them, now sometimes they sell them for a little bit more depending on the bag. Sometimes they go for a little bit more than original, but not always. That's why I said I like season to consignment, because I feel like their prices are really good too for secondhand. So you have to search around, and you have to really, really research and see if you can find somebody that you feel good about, and you're okay with. You feel like you've done your research, it's going to be legit. But I just don't recommend it. I don't agree with it. I just feel like, where does it stop? Are we going to start getting, my makeup is going to be counterfeit, so it's not going to be as good quality, and I'll pay more for it. And I'm not seeing it because they're squeezing it in there somehow. I don't know. I just don't agree with that. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, though. What do you think about it? Do you care? Do you not care? Are you like, I don't know. I just don't. I would never feel comfortable wearing something like that, because I would always know that it's not real. I would always have to tell people. When I used to go to thrift shops, I used to shop a lot of thrift shops. I don't anymore, because we just don't have nice ones around here. We had really good ones when I lived in Illinois, like really good ones. I would find like designer stuff there, and I didn't care if it was secondhand. And I would tell people that. Like, I would tell people if I was wearing something, I'm like, yeah, thrift shop. Like, I'm not that person that would just pretend like. I would always say it, and I was fine with that. But with this, though, because to me it's counterfeit, I wouldn't feel right about it. I would just feel like, so you never know when you're out. You might think somebody has a real whatever, and it may not be. You just don't know now. It just could be counterfeit and not even real. It's really ridiculous, honestly. I'm just not a fan of it. I don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. So again, I don't mind a dupe. If somebody's doing something that's kind of like it, like I've even seen bags, like I have Victoria's Secret bags that have like that chevron style, which you see in designer brands, okay? But it says Victoria's Secret on it. It's not trying to be Chanel. It's not trying to be YSL. It's Victoria's Secrets. That's to me is okay, because the design is similar, but they're not trying to be sneaky. We all know what it is, okay? But when it comes to like you're exactly replicating something, to like totally replicating something, I just have a problem with that. I think it's wrong. I don't agree with it. That's all I have to say. I just don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. So, would love to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know. As always, be respectful in the comments. Everybody has a right to share their voice, because I want to hear what you think. As maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. I just think that, you know how I think. You know how I feel. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoy this type of video and you want me to do just like a little coffee time talks, let me know in the comments, and we can just have a conversation. If that's something that interests you, not only leave that in the comment that you want me to do that, but also give me some topic ideas, some things that you want me to discuss, and we can talk amongst ourselves. Okay? So I will catch you guys all in my next video.